Most people assume that walking more is the ultimate way to maintain good health after 70. But what if I told you that medical experts are now advising caution? While walking is an excellent way to stay active, relying on it as your sole form of exercise might not be as beneficial as you think. In fact, it could accelerate aging rather than slow it down. As we grow older, our bodies require more than just walking to remain strong, maintain balance, and protect our joints. If you focus only on walking while neglecting other critical forms of movement, you may experience muscle loss, joint stress, and an increased risk of falls. This is why experts are now recommending that after 70, you should shift your focus away from excessive walking and instead incorporate 5 key areas of movement that are essential for long-term strength, energy, and independence. In this video, we will explore these 5 crucial components. By making these simple yet effective changes, you can enhance your mobility, safeguard your bones, and even extend your lifespan. Stay with me until the end, because the final tip is something very few people talk about. Yet, it plays a significant role in longevity. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you enjoy this content, leave a 1 in the comments, and if you don't, type 0 so I can continue improving these videos for you. Now, let's get started. One of the most crucial aspects of staying healthy after 70 is strength training to maintain muscle mass. Walking keeps you moving, but it does little to prevent muscle loss, a condition known as sarcopenia. This gradual decline in muscle mass is one of the biggest threats to independence as we age. The problem is that walking primarily engages the lower body, but does not provide the resistance needed to strengthen muscles. This is why medical professionals now stress the importance of strength training. It counteracts muscle loss, improves balance, and helps prevent injuries and falls. If you can still carry a grocery bag without difficulty, rise from a chair without using your hands, or open a tight jar with ease, it's a great sign that your muscles are functioning well. However, if these everyday tasks are becoming more challenging, your muscles may be weakening, even if you haven't noticed it. Take Robert, for example, a 74-year-old who walked daily, believing it was enough to keep him fit. One day, he struggled to lift a small box that used to be light, and standing up from his couch felt harder than before. Initially, he assumed it was just a part of aging, but his doctor explained that muscle loss accelerates when muscles are not adequately challenged. He then incorporated simple strength exercises like resistance bands, bodyweight squats, and light dumbbell workouts. Within months, he felt stronger, more stable, and had increased energy throughout the day. Strength training does not mean lifting heavy weights at the gym. It can be as simple as doing bodyweight exercises like squats, push-ups against a counter, or lifting light household objects. The key is gradual resistance, consistently challenging your muscles just enough to keep them engaged. Studies show that maintaining muscle mass is linked to longer life expectancy, better mobility, and even enhanced brain function. Want to test your current muscle strength? Try sitting in a chair and standing up without using your hands. If you can do this easily, that's a great sign. If not, it might be time to start rebuilding your strength. The good news is that it's never too late to begin. Strength training can reverse muscle loss, improve balance, and keep you independent for years to come. If you still rely solely on walking for exercise, consider this your wake-up call. Muscle strength is the foundation of longevity. If you're still with me and finding this information valuable, leave a 1 in the comments to let me know you're here. Now, let's move on to another crucial area: balance and stability exercises to prevent falls. Walking keeps you active, but it does not necessarily improve balance, a crucial factor in preventing falls. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury in older adults, and many occur not due to weak legs, but because of poor balance. Unfortunately, balance is not something that remains strong on its own. It gradually declines unless we actively work on it. Many people assume their balance is fine just because they walk regularly. However, walking does not engage the small stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and core as effectively as balance-specific exercises do. If your balance weakens, even a minor misstep can result in a fall that takes months or years to recover from. Think about the last time you stood on one foot while putting on a sock or reached for something on a high shelf. Did you feel steady or did you have to grab onto something? Many older adults don't realize their balance is declining until they have a close call, a near fall that shakes their confidence in their movements. Edward, 76, had always been active, but one day while stepping off a curb, he lost his footing and nearly fell. That moment made him realize he needed to work on his balance. He started practicing simple exercises like standing on one foot, heel-to-toe walking, and using a stability ball for core exercises. Soon, he felt more confident and secure in his movements. Balance training doesn't have to be complicated. Simple exercises like standing on one leg for 30 seconds, practicing Tai Chi, or walking heel-to-toe in a straight line can significantly enhance your stability. Prioritizing balance exercises can prevent falls, keep you mobile, and ensure you maintain independence as you age. These are just two of the 5 key components you should focus on instead of just walking. As you continue watching, you'll discover more simple yet powerful movements that can help you build strength, protect your joints, and extend your lifespan. So, if you're still relying solely on walking as your main form of exercise, it's time to rethink your approach. Your body needs more than just steps. It needs strength, balance, and a variety of movements to stay resilient. Keep watching to learn the next essential exercises that will transform the way you age. As he stepped off the curb, his foot landed awkwardly, causing him to momentarily lose his balance. Fortunately, he managed to catch himself just in time, but the incident was a wake-up call. It made him realize just how much his stability had diminished over time. His doctor suggested incorporating simple balance exercises into his daily routine, such as standing on one foot, shifting his weight side to side, and practicing controlled movements. Within a few weeks, he noticed a remarkable improvement in his stability, feeling stronger, more secure, and confident in his movements. The beauty of balance exercises is that they require no gym membership or specialized equipment. Simple activities like standing on one foot, walking heel to toe in a straight line, or practicing slow, controlled weight shifts can significantly enhance stability. The benefits extend far beyond fall prevention. Better balance contributes to improved posture, quicker reflexes, and enhanced coordination, making every movement smoother and more controlled. If you're curious about your balance, try this simple test. Stand near a stable surface for support, lift one foot off the ground, and see if you can maintain your balance for at least 10 seconds. If you can, that's a great indicator of good balance. If you struggle, it may be a sign that your balance needs some attention, and the sooner you begin training, the better. Many people don't think about their balance until it becomes a problem, but strengthening it now can help you remain independent and active for years to come. If you've primarily focused on walking for fitness, it's time to prioritize balance exercises as well. Staying active is crucial, but ensuring your body remains steady and stable is just as important. While walking is beneficial for overall health, it doesn't do much for flexibility, which becomes increasingly vital after the age of 70. Over time, joints naturally become stiffer, range of motion decreases, and movements that once felt effortless may start to feel restricted. If turning your head feels tighter than before or bending down to tie your shoes has become challenging, it's likely a sign that your flexibility is declining. When mobility diminishes, so does independence. Many people overlook the importance of mobility until they start losing it. Walking alone doesn't fully stretch muscles or engage the wide range of motion necessary to keep joints healthy. That's why experts emphasize the need for dedicated flexibility and mobility exercises. These exercises allow individuals to continue daily activities without discomfort or strain. Think about the last time you reached for something in the back seat of your car or attempted to put on a jacket. Did the movement feel smooth, or did you notice stiffness? Many dismiss these changes as a normal part of aging, but in reality, they are a result of muscles and connective tissues tightening over time, gradually reducing flexibility. Take Walter, for example. At 78, he remained active with daily walks, yet he noticed increasing stiffness when getting out of bed in the morning. Bending down required more effort than before. His doctor explained that his mobility loss was not just a result of aging. It was due to not using his joints through their full range of motion. Walter began incorporating gentle stretches, controlled movements, and joint exercises into his daily routine. Within weeks, he felt more flexible, comfortable, and even noticed an improvement in his posture. Flexibility training isn't about forcing extreme stretches. Instead, simple movements such as neck rotations, shoulder rolls, knee-to-chest stretches, and ankle circles can work wonders in maintaining joint health. These exercises help keep joints lubricated, reducing stiffness and discomfort. The benefits go beyond feeling less tight. Improved flexibility leads to reduced aches and pains, better circulation, enhanced posture, and a lower risk of falls. If you want to check your flexibility, try this. Stand upright and slowly turn your head as far as possible to one side, then the other. Does the movement feel fluid, or do you notice tightness? If you experience any restriction, it's a sign that your flexibility is decreasing, and now is the time to address it. Mobility loss isn't inevitable. By dedicating just a few minutes a day to focused stretching, you can keep your body feeling youthful, mobile, and pain-free well into your later years. If walking has been your primary form of exercise, it's time to include flexibility training in your routine. Keeping your joints limber and movement smooth is one of the most essential steps in maintaining independence and an active lifestyle. Another critical yet often overlooked component of staying healthy after 70 is core strength and posture. While walking engages the legs, it does little to strengthen the core, which is vital for stability, spinal support, and overall movement efficiency. A strong core isn't just about aesthetics. It's fundamental for preventing back pain, maintaining proper posture, and ensuring smooth, pain-free movement. A weak core can contribute to lower back pain, balance difficulties, and even a tendency to hunch forward while walking, increasing the risk of falls and joint strain. Postural strength is often taken for granted until discomfort arises. If you find yourself slouching more frequently, experiencing stiffness in your lower back, or struggling to stand upright for extended periods, these could be signs that your core muscles need attention. Walking alone doesn't sufficiently engage the deep stabilizing muscles of the abdomen and lower back, which is why experts stress the importance of core and posture exercises, especially after 70. Consider Harold, a 75-year-old who had always been active. Over time, he noticed his shoulders rounding forward and his lower back feeling increasingly stiff. His doctor explained that this wasn't just an inevitable consequence of aging, but rather a sign that his core muscles weren't providing adequate support. By incorporating simple core exercises such as seated leg lifts, pelvic tilts, and gentle back extensions, Harold was able to improve his posture, reduce discomfort, and regain a sense of balance and control in his movements. Strengthening the core doesn't mean doing strenuous exercises. Small, targeted movements that engage the deep abdominal and back muscles can make a profound difference. Activities like seated marches, standing knee lifts, and controlled torso rotations help reinforce spinal alignment and stability. The benefits of a strong core extend beyond preventing back pain. It enhances overall mobility, improves balance, and ensures better coordination, allowing for greater confidence in everyday movements. If you'd like to assess your core strength, try this. Sit upright in a chair without using the backrest and lift one foot off the ground while maintaining good posture. Hold this position for a few seconds before switching legs. If this feels challenging, it's a sign that your core muscles could use some strengthening. By dedicating time to core and posture exercises, you can ensure a more stable and pain-free future. If you've been watching this and find these insights valuable, let me know by commenting below. Let's continue exploring more ways to maintain a strong, flexible, and balanced body as we age. Back discomfort can become more pronounced with age, even for those who walk regularly. One reason is that improper posture places undue stress on the spine and joints, leading to stiffness and an increased risk of imbalance. By incorporating simple core strengthening exercises such as seated pelvic tilts, standing posture resets, and controlled abdominal bracing, one can see significant improvements. Within weeks, better posture, reduced back pain, and even enhanced breathing capacity become noticeable. Engaging the core doesn't require a gym or fancy equipment. Simple actions like standing tall against a wall, engaging lower abs while seated, or performing slow, controlled torso rotations help activate deep stabilizing muscles. A stronger core not only improves posture, but also contributes to better balance, less joint strain, and even better digestion, as abdominal muscles support internal organs. An easy way to assess core strength is to stand with the back against a wall, ensuring that the head, shoulders, and hips are in contact with the surface. If maintaining this position feels forced or uncomfortable, it's an indication that posture needs improvement. Strengthening the core is an investment in long-term mobility, preventing injuries, and maintaining a more youthful and upright appearance. If walking has been the primary form of exercise, it's time to also focus on the muscles responsible for stability and support. While walking is an excellent activity, relying solely on it can lead to excessive strain on the joints, particularly after 70. Aging naturally reduces cartilage thickness, joint fluid levels, and shock absorption ability, which can lead to stiffness in the knees, hips, or feet, even in those who have remained active throughout their lives. Often, joint pain is attributed to aging, but in reality, it is accelerated by a lack of targeted joint protection. Walking, due to its repetitive impact, can sometimes exacerbate joint discomfort if not balanced with other movements. After a long walk, it's helpful to assess how the body feels. If there's lingering stiffness or joint discomfort, it may be a sign that additional support is needed. This was the case for Raymond, a 77-year-old who walked daily but started experiencing knee stiffness and lower back pain. His doctor advised him to reduce repetitive impact and incorporate low-impact exercises instead. By adding swimming, cycling, and flexibility-focused movements to his routine, he experienced significant relief without having to give up movement. To safeguard joint health, integrating activities like water exercises, cycling, tai chi, or chair-based stretches is beneficial. These forms of movement enhance circulation, improve lubrication in the joints, and strengthen surrounding muscles without imposing excessive strain. Beyond pain relief, prioritizing joint-friendly exercises promotes long-term mobility, reduces stiffness, and enhances the ease of movement in daily life. A simple self-assessment for joint health is to sit in a chair and stand up slowly without using the hands. Noticing whether the knees and hips move smoothly or feel stiff and achy can provide insight into joint condition. If discomfort is present, it's a sign that more attention is needed, and shifting towards low-impact exercises could be transformative. Maintaining strong, healthy joints is about more than avoiding pain. It's about preserving independence and ensuring that each step taken feels effortless rather than a struggle. If walking has been the sole form of exercise, it's time to reconsider and incorporate joint-friendly movements that enhance well-being rather than contribute to discomfort. For those who are still watching and finding these insights helpful, commenting below to share thoughts and experiences is encouraged. Engaging in the discussion allows for collective learning and motivation. As this discussion comes to a close, it's important to reflect on these key priorities. Walking is beneficial, but to maintain strength, mobility, and pain-free movement after 70, it's essential to focus on preserving muscle mass, improving balance, increasing flexibility, strengthening the posterior, and minimizing joint strain. These aspects are the foundation for staying active and independent in later years. Aging doesn't mean inevitable decline, far from it. The body remains adaptable, capable of growth, and responsive to positive changes at any age. Whether the goal is to build strength, enhance balance, improve flexibility, or correct posture, small, consistent efforts can lead to significant improvements. Making these adjustments now can determine how mobile and pain-free the future will be. Muscle strength, balance, and joint health do not deteriorate overnight. It is a gradual process. The positive side of this is that small, conscious changes can slow or even reverse this decline. Identifying which area needs the most attention and taking proactive steps is the key to long-term well-being. Have any of these points resonated personally? Have any shifts been noticed in strength, balance, or mobility? It would be great to hear about individual experiences and plans for incorporating these insights into daily routines. Leaving a comment below helps foster a sense of community and shared learning. Feedback and discussions are invaluable as they provide motivation and direction for future content. If this video has been informative and helpful, supporting the channel by liking, subscribing, and sharing ensures continued production of useful and inspiring content. Looking forward to the next video. Every step taken towards a healthier future is one worth celebrating.